Absolutely. I mean, there's so many things to cover and talk, but something else that I am really curious about is what about the fact that you've gone to Afghanistan? What do you really remember most? What resonates with your thoughts about Afghanistan and what you've seen, what you've experienced, good or bad?
Well, two things really. I worked very closely, with the people. That was my purpose in going there, and oftentimes it was just me and all Afghans. And speaking the language, I found very quickly that people really aren't that different. No matter what their culture or what their religion. Most people, the common person, has the same thoughts, the same feelings, the same emotions. Regardless of what culture. So I found Afghans to be really not that different from us, and that surprises a lot of people.
Well, what about the fact that some people say, well, they're extremists? Of course, they're extremists everywhere. But in your view, what do you think? Do you think is that really, does it sound a, truth bell, or is it just a saying?
Well, there are extremists in Afghanistan. There's no question about that. But there are also extremists everywhere. We have a saying, that 5% of the people cause 95% of the problems.
That's right.
And that's true no matter where you go.
Right.
I would say, there's a very common proverb in Dari, Isa badinihud, Musa badinihud. Jesus to his religion, Moses to his.
That's right. It's interesting because when you do go to Afghanistan, so many people really, I just came back from there, and so many people really have their own way of expressing themselves, and they go about their own business. They really respect people that are the people of the books. So therefore, they really respect that as well. So I don't understand. You're right, though. 5% of the population make problems for the 95% of the rest of them.
And that's true everywhere, Saharjan. Not just in Afghanistan. So I'm very hopeful that the future is bright. Pushtiha taraki roshani ast. Dunya ba umid zenda ast برای افغانستان.
واقعتش. خب مردم افغانستان گفتیم از غذاهایشان، با ولایات افغانستان شما چند ولایت سفر کردین؟ How many states or provinces of Afghanistan have you seen so far?
بسیار زیاد. I've been to ولایت کندهار، مازاری شریف، باغ، هرات، پروان، کپیسا، Kabul.
Okay, now from your point of view, going from all these different places, what is different? What do you see do you see variations from one state to the next, or what? How do you see it from your point of view?
Well, there are differences, obviously. Kabul is very urban. Out in the countryside, much less so. There are differences, obviously, between the Pashtun, and the Tajik and the Hazara, and the Nuristani. In fact, one of my projects now is I'm developing a book of Pashto, 150 Yak Zadapinji Yak Pashto Proverbs. But in fact, I would be grateful if your Benindagoni Aziz would send me Pashto Proverbs in Pashto and English, and maybe those will become part of my book, my next book, Mataluna.
Mataluna.
Mataluna Pakto.
بسیار خوب.
Have that published by the end of the year. So there are differences, absolutely.
That would be very nice. خب کتاب پشتو به نام متلونا باز او را هم پخش میکنن برای مردم ما افغانستان. به هر حال افغانستان واقعا ما مردم بسیار خوشبخت هستیم، چون از هر نژاد یا از هر عرق مردم داریم، ما رنگ به رنگ مردم داریم که واقعا افغانستان ای بسیار جالب میسازن و خداوند همیشه برای ما اتحاد بده تا به همدیگه خود افتخار کنیم. دیگه ای که شما در مورد پیشرفت افغانستان چی فکر میکنین و در مورد اتحاد مردم افغانستان چی فکر میکنین آقای ادوارد؟ What do you think of what do you think of like the repercussion of what has been going on? How do you see the future of Afghanistan once they say that the Americans or the members of NATO, everybody leaves Afghanistan? What do you think? I think, in my opinion, unity is very, very important and help themselves important. What do you think?
I absolutely agree. National unity is very important, and I hope that the Proverbs can help Afghans realize that they do have a lot in common. In fact, I do have a message for Afghans. I'd like to say it in both English and Dari. پیغام من برای افغان ها این است که اول برای کسب دانش است.
برای کسب دانش، بله.
The message is that Afghans must continue to gain education. دوم، second, برای اعمار کشورشان سهم بگیرن.
برای اعمار کشورشان سهم بگیرن، درست.
Afghans must share in the restoration of their country.
Absolutely.
میگن که خدا ملت را کمک میکند که به همدیگر رشد و همکار باشند. God will help the nations who are honest and helpful.
که با هم راست و همکار باشند. بله، درست است. درست است.
همچنان زبان مسائل انگلیسی است. خدا مردم را کمک میکند که همدیگر
Yeah, God helps those who help themselves.
That's exactly right.
Correct?
Yeah. That's right. And that's a very positive message, and I do believe that the future can be bright for Afghans, if there is, hamkari and dosti, friendship and cooperation.
Very good. آقای ادوارد، شما کتاب هایی دارین که مردم چطور بیتونن که از کتاب های شما استفاده کنن؟
Where can people buy the books?
Correct. Yes. Probably Barnes and Nobles.
Oh, yes. در کتاب در کتاب فرشی در زیادتر 35 کشور وجود دارد. Amazon.com آسان ترین است. Barnes and Noble همچنان. Amazon.com تخفیف خوب دارد. بسیار قیمتش متوسط است.
خب شما پولی که برای این کتابا میره آیا فیصدی زیر شما دونیشن میتین یا چطور؟
درست. پولی فایده از فروش کتاب ها برای ایانای سواد آموزی افغان ها می باشد.
بسیار خوب.
100% of the net profits from the book go to support Afghan-led literacy programs.
100%? Did you say 100% of it goes to...
100% of the net profits.
Net
yes.
profit.
I've already shipped 500 copies to Kabul University at their request as a donation. I've shipped $1,000 to the school that illustrated my book, an Afghan high school in Dasti Barchi in Kabul, and I've contributed to several other literacy charities from the book royalties.
Very good. From what I understand, this is right here an example of being positive. From what I understand, you're getting quite a publicity regarding your books. You're speaking about that, and you're going places with this. Is that true?
Well, it's it was not my intention to do this, but perhaps there's a little takdir. But my opinion is these are Afghan proverbs, for Afghans, and Afghans should benefit. So I'm having fun. I'm learning a lot, and I think it's good for everybody.
Very good. So now, are your children also learning Dari? First of all, were your wife and children, were they all with you in Afghanistan?
No, they stayed at home. We همگی در Tampa, Florida.
Florida هستن. خب, what about your kids? Are they learning any type of Dari? Are you teaching them at all?
I am. My doctor thinks they're very, very جالب است.
دخترکتان چند سال است؟
9 سال است.
9 سال است.
And so my son's also Payam-e Afghan, but yeah, my daughter, she Salam Alaikum, Hubastum, she's learned a few proverbs, and of course, sometimes I talk to them in Dari, I say, Ehtaram ko.
Ehtaram kon, bale, درست.
You know what that means too, so.
Respect, yeah. The children need to be told all the time, right? Do this, do that. But ehtaram dashta bash, have respect.
My daughter's favorite proverb is also one of my favorites.
Which is?
Bahesh zere poye madaran.
Oh, Bahesh zere poye madaran است. Bishak, that's
Heaven is
true.
under the feet of mothers.
That's true.
And she also, one of her other favorites is Dil Badil Ra Darad.
Dil Badil Ra Darad.
This is a very important message for Afghans too, all people, that heart to heart there is a way. I really do believe that.
دیگه یک ضرب المثل دیگه است که میگن مخصوصا این خوب است که بعضی کسایی که واقعا افغانستان یعنی چقدر مملکت ما رنج دیدن به این 30 سال گذشته، اما قدر که اینا خون دادن و آل وقت است که باید همه ما دست به دست هم بگذاریم و با یعنی شروع ترقی مملکت خود سعی کنیم و مخصوصا به ضرب المثلایی که میگن چی میگن کو سر خود راه داره، کو هر قدر که بلند باشه بازم سر خود راه داره.
بلند باشد سر خود راه دارد. And that is right in the very beginning of my book. There's a path to the top of the highest mountain, and that is very, very true for everyone, and especially for Afghanistan. There are many challenges, but بلند باشن سر خود را دارن بسیار مهم است، بسیار پرمانده است.
بله. خب تشکر Mr. Edward Zellem. I don't want to say Zellem again, but that's with your permission, of course.
تشکر از ممنوعیتان.
خواهش میکنم.
بینندگان عزیز, there is a website for the book, www.afghanproverbs.com. website کتابش است. website هم بسیار زیاد معلومات درباره کتاب دارد, کسایی و خبر تازه درباره کتاب دارد و معلوماتی فراش برای مردم دارد. So much information on Afghan Proverbs.
Very good. Thank you so much again for being with us. تشکر بسیار زیاد. روز خوبی داشته باشین. And I'm sure we're going to be in touch in the future.
یک دیگر زب و مصفا سهر جان, یار زنده صحبت باقی.
یار زنده و صحبت باقی. نام خدا. تشکر.
تشکر سهر جان.
خداحافظ شما. تشکر. خدا زنده باشین شما. خب بیننده‌های عزیز, این بود مصاحبه ما با آقای ادوارد زلیم و ظالم. منتها من برش گفتم که ظالم بودن خوب نیست, نباید ظالم بگوییم, چون این در این معنای دیگه داره. اما خنده میکنه, میگه که این یک conversation, it's a piece of conversation or it starts یک چی میگن از گپ میخیزه. از اولا خوش داره که دربارهش گپ بزنه و افن نمیشه. خب بیننده‌های عزیز, بر ما اندیکیت میشه یا گفته میشه که تقریبا برنامه ما به پایان رسیده. میریم یک شما دوستای عزیز بسیار واقعا منتظر هستین که ما تلفن‌های شما رو جواب بگویم, یک چند تا رو جواب میگیم و خداحافظی میکنیم.